about that time. Assemble and talk. No cap. It's a civil war. You thinking you worthy. You feeling like door. Smash that like button like Hawk, yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here once again. If you're new to the channel or if you're not, this is the best podcast in the multiverse. Smash that like button like Hawk. Please subscribe. Join the team. It's been a little while since we recorded. You know, we've been dealing with incursions and stuff. I'm just playing, but we're back. We got to close off the year with a couple episodes. Hopefully soon we'll start getting to rotation a little better. You know, life just been lifing. We are the Assemblers. I am Sluggy.
Owen.
And we're here. So let's dive right into it. Today we're just going to have a open discussion about the superhero realm, you know, what's been going on. We're going to touch on the Marvels a little bit since we both seen it. But yeah.
It's crazy because, again, diving right straight into the Marvels, right? Like, the masses, like, was shitting on it, but I enjoyed it. Like, I think it wasn't over the top. I'm not going to say it was a great movie, but it was good. Like, I enjoyed it. Like, I tell you this much, it had I would say, probably one of my favorite action scenes in the MCU history. Like,
yeah, I love when that happens for me. Like, when a new MCU movie comes on, I'll be like, wow, I didn't expect it to have one of my favorite scenes in it, or the whole landscape.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to put it on like a pedestal, the whole movie overall. Like, I'm not saying it's one of the best MCU movies.
What scene was that, though, by the way?
When they first figured out how they're switching
right.
powers, and the beat drops. Like, I don't know what song was that, but it was super catchy, and the choreography to that one fight scene was like bonkers to me. Like when this chick I always say the wrong name. Kamala.
Kamala Khan.
I always say Kamala.
Just say Miss.Marvel. Miss.Marvel.
Miss.Marvel. Yeah, but then that shit, because
Captain Marvel.
Miss Captain. Like, I be going back and forth and it gets. But yeah, nah. Kamala, she stole the show. First of all, throughout the whole movie, like, she was the it girl.
Yeah, I agree.
But that one, like, in that scene I'm talking about in particular, when she was on the space station with Fury and she tossed him the ratchet and started hopping off the walls and blocking blasts. I'm like, oh nah, she stepped it up.
She was sliding across the floor and
I'm like, oh nah.
It's kind of like when we seen Doctor Strange for the second time. He was like, oh, son knows what he's doing now. Like, all right, get him. Yeah. No, yeah, that was a fire scene. I enjoyed it too, and I also like reading and seeing all the reviews and everything before I seen it was like, you know, everybody bashing it, saying it's the worst movie. Or no, Love and Thunder is the worst movie, but this is a strong second. I'm like, really? I hope not. Come on, man. We don't need this right now. Marvel been slightly doing better than they have been doing, so let's keep that momentum going. And when I finally seen it, I appreciated the fact that off rip, the action started, and then it wasn't really no downtime.
Yeah, they hit the ground running.
Yeah, even the downtime is for like a very short amount of time, and then it's just back to action. I thought the storyline was pretty decent. I think it definitely tells the bigger connection for where the MCU is at right now, and the whole multiverse thing and what's going on. And I also, like I told you earlier off cam, I appreciated the fact that it wasn't longer than it needed to be.
Yes.
And you know, sometimes you into the whatever franchise you're into, whatever genre you into, or it could be an actor. You're like, yo, I hope this movie is 3 hours long because you just want as much of it as possible. Yeah. But watching this movie and the pace of it, it was perfectly paced. And when it ended, I was okay with that. I was like, I ain't gonna lie, that was valid. Like, I'm good. I don't feel like I wanted more. Not that, I mean, I'll take more, but
I was satisfied.
I was definitely satisfied. So I appreciated that. And because I seen people saying, yo, it's the shortest MCU movie ever. And I'm like, oh, damn. Because I remember hearing that with Carnage and Venom movie. Yeah. And it was short.
It was short.
But it was a bad short.
Yeah.
So this wasn't a bad short to me, and I really enjoyed it. I do think, I agree with you, Kamala Khan, Miss.Marvel stole the show. If you've seen it, chances are you probably feel the same, but everybody got their own opinion. But for me, definitely. And before I pass it back to you, I definitely I liked Captain Marvel in this.
Yeah, she was cool.
It wasn't cool. She wasn't the hate that she be getting from people. It was like, nah, like, wasn't she doing that bad in this movie? She was good money.
She definitely gave more of a laid back vibe, more like a, like a MCU vibe, like slightly lighthearted. Like you feel me? Like no matter how serious you are, there's like in the MCU, you always gotta be like slightly lighthearted.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a super dark universe, but no, that's what excited me. Like, don't get me wrong, Kamala Khan, she stole the show, but I was so hyped to see Kate Bishop.
Oh yeah, but I remember because you
You know,
actually
love the
seen
Hawkeye series,
I seen the spoilers before I even I didn't want to see them, but I didn't go straight to the movies. I had planned to go to the movies that week when it came out, and then my job got in the way. My girl's job at the moment, she had just started a new job, so we didn't get to go. But then more time passed, and we just wasn't eager to go. But then finally we seen it, and I remember you telling me about it scene for scene though. Line for line, that last scene, which I was okay with. I was like, at this point, I already know what happened. And then
I think it was so
it's
cool.
crazy how much they mirrored that Nick Fury post-credit scene in Iron Man 1.
No, look, almost like I don't want to say line for line, but like motion to motion, like
Yeah.
her emerging from the shadows and all
No,
that.
even
like,
the same words. Like, there's a bigger universe. Like,
they put their little spin on it.
yeah,
Like,
it was dope though. It wasn't cheesy. What I wanted to say is I like how with Captain Marvel though, they show where she's at nowadays. Not personality, mentally wise. Like where she's just at in life nowadays. And she's at a point where she's lonely.
yeah.
Yeah, and you don't really think that, right? Whatever, but
Now you
we
what they
know
say.
that she goes out and helps people, but it's like, man, she lives a lonely life.
She's dead as working dolo.
That
Like,
ass.
think about that. She's
So that was cool
traveling.
how they touched on that, and then they even also touched on it without talking about it when she was like, when Miss Marvel told her like, oh no, we could use our powers without switching. And she's like, oh really? She was kind of like sad a little bit because it's like I was enjoying the girl time we had with just switching and having this
Yeah.
chemistry. She's like, oh okay, like you could tell they showed it, but without like touching on it. I thought that was cool.
I wasn't a big fan of. I can't remember her name. This chick, the one that got her powers in WandaVision.
Monica Rambeau,
Her powers were
Captain Rambeau.
Her powers was super cool. Like the whole phasing through shit, turning intangible and all that. That was fire. But as far as like character, she was definitely like the weakest.
No, she was definitely the weakest link. Like they didn't, but she was in it though. That's what's crazy. Like she's
Yeah.
in it enough, but
First of all, I mean, at the end, like spoiler alert, at the end, she's kind of like saving grace at the end. She's the one who.
Oh, yeah,
She
obviously.
proved to Tony like.
and by the way, it was obvious too. Like I don't know how Captain Marvel didn't notice that. Maybe
Yeah.
Miss Marvel because she's young, but I don't know how Captain Marvel didn't notice she's not coming back. She said it. I have to close it from the other side though.
Like
If you're closing something from the other side.
yeah, no, I get it. You should have known she wasn't coming back when she flew off. Like you should have like got that.
Well, she
like-
explained that. Like, yeah, I have to do it, but only from the other side. And she's
I mean-
like, but nonetheless,
With that being said, they did choose the right one to leave on the other side.
why you say that?
Because she was, like I said, like
Oh, I get it.
her
Yeah.
powers are cool, but she brought the least to the table,
Yeah,
personality wise. Like,
Because we're gonna need Miss Marvel. We're gonna
Yeah,
need
going-
Captain Marvel.
first of all, going,
Just storyline wise, we
going
want them.
forward,
We want the other ones in it more.
I want
Miss Marvel, yeah.
Miss Marvel more than anything. Like I can't wait to the
You liked her show?
I liked her.
You didn't like the show.
No, it's not that I didn't like the show. It's just show wasn't like amazing to me. I liked her. Like you feel me? As far as like comparing it to like the Hawkeye show, I liked the Hawkeye show and I loved Kate Bishop. So that like it was
Yeah.
I was a happy camper.
Yeah.
But with like the Miss Marvel one, it was like I like Kamala. But the overall show, the aesthetic of the show, like it was cool. Like the way they set it up, like the whole it gave me Into the Webverse vibes with like the exaggerated print in the back and shit like that. But like as far as like the overall like pace of the show, like it didn't fully captivate me. Like she was the part of the show that I liked. Like you feel me? Like
Yeah. I see what you mean, and I think I've seen a lot of people like kind of say things in their own ways regarding to that. For me personally, I was always a fan of Miss Marvel when I first found out about her, and like the remember when they was doing the connected Marvel cartoons
Yeah.
like, a couple years back, like 2012. It started with
Avengers
Avengers,
Assemble and whatnot.
Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man, and stuff like that. So they did like a spin-off where it was Miss.Marvel was in it.
Yeah,
I think they had like younger people, like Squirrel Girl and stuff like that. Dante, they had different people.
I definitely remember what you're talking about.
And I liked her. I took a liking to her. But then I found out at that same time she was just created.
She was new to this.
They made her like in 2012. Her character, period.
I'm not sure, but I mean, I don't know when was her first appearance, but don't be surprised if her first appearance was in them animated shits. Like,
It could have been.
It worked like that.
It probably was. But I know they created
the Harley
her.
Quinn effect, you feel me? Like,
I know they created her in 2012. So when I found that out also, I'm like, oh, she's a new character. I'm like, and I already had a liking. So I'm like, that's just dope that they can still make characters that's likable. You feel me?
I would say that I do like that difference. Like in the show that you're talking about, her power, she was more along the lines like in the show and in the game, the Avengers game. She was more along like Mr. Fantastic powers.
No, yeah, because that's just her origin, period. Like, it's only in the MCU that they changed it for. In the comics, in the cartoons, in the game, she stretches.
No, that's definitely a way better, like...
Than the light thing?
I think the light thing is better.
Oh, okay.
I like the light thing better.
I think I remember you saying that too on the pod before,
like,
back then.
Yeah, you feel me? Like they changed it, but that was a change that I definitely could, like, I like this. Like,
Yeah. I definitely liked it too. And I think it was necessary because, like you said earlier off cam, when we was watching the recap of Secret Wars 2015, you was like, they don't show enough. People don't know how big of a deal Mr. Fantastic is to the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Because the movies don't show that. And I think it was cool if y'all going to bring her in first, don't step on his toes using the same powers, because now, how about people like her so much, and then when he comes out and y'all don't do him justice, it could fall flat for him, and he's the originator of the stretchy. You know what I mean?
And that might take away from him.
Exactly. So I'm happy that they did that, and they didn't choose a corny way to do it. It's still stretching in a way.
Yeah, they still have the, the
it's
big
holographic stretching. So I think that's, I agree with you. Like,
and
it was
the way she gets around is cool too. She makes it
yeah, because she can utilize that. Yeah, so that's to me, that is dope. But yeah, I was gonna say, like, I liked her show a lot because I was already a fan of her. So I was just hoping that she had a good enough show, because this was when all the shows was first coming out, and it was like, who's gonna be the first one to have a flop? Winter Soldier, Falcon and Winter Soldier was like the one that got least perceived from the audience as a collective.
It's crazy because I was like my second and
I know.
favorite one. Like,
and it's funny, but even me watching it now, I appreciate it way more now after the shows that done came out since then, like the She-Hulks and the Moon Knights and shit. Even though a lot of people love Moon Knight, so don't crucify me, but I wasn't a fan of Moon Knight up until the last episode. It was, you know what, I'm lying. It was every other episode. So like, I liked the first episode, I didn't like the second. I liked the third, I didn't like the fourth.
Same here.
I didn't like the fifth, and then I liked the sixth.
I was in and out of Moon Knight.
Yeah, so that was my problem with Moon Knight. But apparently people think that it's flawless. So whatever.
It wasn't flawless. It was the actors. They had great casting. The villain, you feel me? My son, what's his name?
The main character, right?
He's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he played Apocalypse. But yeah, he did really good. But what I was saying with Miss.Marvel, so I was just hoping for the best.
Wait, what?
Yeah, what's his name? He has like I know his name too.
He's a big deal.
Yeah.
He just did a movie with Julia Roberts and shit.
Right.
On Netflix.
Wait, oh no, you talking about Ethan Hawke?
Yes.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about Moon Knight himself.
Oh, no, he's a big deal.
I forgot his name. I know his name too. That's what's funny. Like, once I see it, I'm like, of course, how can I forget it? But he plays Apocalypse.
He's Apocalypse?
Yeah, in the X-Men movies.
I never knew that.
Yeah, crazy.
You know what's crazy? Because, like, usually when somebody points that out, like, I can see it.
Can't see it with him.
Still, like, nah. I don't see it. Like, he doesn't, like...
Yeah, they put too much prosthetics on him. And
wow. Like...
And not in a good way, like the way they did Penguin and Batman.
Yeah, they tried. Apocalypse was trash.
They're supposed to make Apocalypse more Thanos-like. And I know that's like, really, y'all want everybody to be Thanos. But no, I just mean, like, you see how when Thanos came out, he looked the part. It was like, damn, that I can't even tell that's Josh Brolin. And he looks like Thanos from the comics, but in a different way.
See, where I feel like they dropped the ball, and I get what they try to do with that, like the whole Apocalypse thing, like, because, all right, technically he was an Egyptian and all that. He was the first mutant, and they try to, like, go down more that route. But it wasn't the Apocalypse we know and love. Like, they gave us the Apocalypse from the X-Men. What was the name of that shit? When the X-Men was in high school and shit like that?
Oh, First Class.
No.
Oh, no, Evolution.
Yeah. They gave us the Apocalypse from that. Like...
Yeah.
My son was an Egyptian and all that. Like, my son wasn't even talking. Like, in the animated shit. In the movie, he was talking, but...
Oscar Isaac, by the way.
That's his name?
Yeah, Oscar Isaac. He's also he's also Spider-Man 2099 in the Spider-Verse.
Miguel O'Hara.
Yeah,
Wait.
the person that voices Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099.
That's him?
Is the guy who plays Moon Knight.
Wow.
Yeah, he's all
That's my
over the
son.
place.
First of all, that's my son Poe from Star Wars. Like he's in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like he's in a lot of things. No, the actor himself, I give him that. He got chops. Like, because respectfully, even in Moon Knight, like he was playing different personalities. The actor himself got chops. It's just the show itself, like you said, it was in and out. Like it was every episode was like it was good. Like it was better than She-Hulk. You feel me?
Yeah. I feel like we started talking about Moon Knight crazy.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But Miss Marvel, so I like the show. So like I was hoping for the show to be good, and then I'm not gonna front. Maybe it's the bias in me of liking her. I hope not, because I like to just like take things for what it is. For one, it's a little biased because I like all superhero stuff. Like even like Catwoman movie, like I enjoyed it to an extent, right?
Halle Berry shit?
To an extent, yes, because I love all superhero movies. Like it don't matter. Like I just love watching them. But I know it's horrible. I was explaining that to my girlfriend the other day. Like it's a horrible movie though.
Let me woosah, because I ain't gonna lie, I could agree with what you're saying. Cause
Like even Green Lantern, I like Green Lantern, but it was a horrible movie.
There's a Catwoman movie.
Yeah, you don't want to see it. You probably want to see it. It's good. This is not
I'm
good.
not gonna lie, I don't really
No,
want it.
you don't want to see it.
No, yeah, it's so far from what it could have, what it should have been. Like,
No,
yeah.
but I get what you're saying. I
Yeah.
completely get what you're, because even though that's the last superhero movie I would throw on, I would still throw that movie on before a lot of other movies. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, but what I'm getting at with Miss Marvel's show, the series on Disney Plus, I actually enjoyed episode. I couldn't wait for the next episode. Like I was in tune. I was like, this is good. Like I was talking to people about it, and I'm like, yo, I like this. And I was very surprised to hear like every 1 out of 3 people. So if I talk to 2 people straight and they like it, and then the third person would be like, I hated it, and I would be like flabbergasted, like what? I thought it was so like, you know what it is? It was literally just fun.
Yes.
It wasn't serious at all, but she had seriousness to it, right? She had like the not the feds, she had the DODC after her and stuff. Like
No, I'll give you that. It was definitely, like I said, it gave me the whole like urban vibe.
yeah,
Like it was Indian, but it was urban. Like it gave
Yeah.
me the Into the Webverse, like with the whole graffiti vibe and the
How-
the lettering in the background always popping
yeah.
and shit like
And even
that.
though like on the scribbles or whatever,
yeah,
she's
her
writing
keeping
something.
her journals and the drawing she was doing, like
And I think her family added a big deal to the story. Her family being as good as the casting was and how good they did with their roles, I think it added to the show for me. Like I'm watching, I'm like, because sometimes the family could be corny. Like they try to do that, I think, with Blue Beetle.
yo, you just read my mind. You literally, I'm gonna let you finish.
No, that's how true it is. Because I feel like I was gonna say that. I think like they tried to do that with Blue Beetle, and at points it works. But then
No.
there's certain points, like
They
more
dropped the ball.
than not.
They overdid it.
Yeah, exactly. More than not, there's some more points that I'll be like, I don't like that. See, like,
Yeah, like I overdid it. No,
like
that's
George
the-
Lopez is my guy, but there's certain points where I'll be like,
No, look, with Blue Beetle, because it's crazy, because that's another recent comic book movie that just came out. Blue Beetle, me personally, the character himself is part of my top 5. Like, I know he's not top 5, like, overall, but Blue Beetle, Blue Beetle, Beast Boy, like, I like a lot of not side characters, but, like, a lot of... So when I heard he was getting a movie, I was hyped. When I watched the movie, first of all, not only was I hyped that Blue Beetle was getting a movie, my son, I don't know the actor's real name, but my son Miguel from Cobra Kai was playing Blue Beetle. So I was like super hyped. Because that's my son on Cobra Kai, like, you feel me?
what's Blue Beetle's real name?
Miguel.
Is Miguel again then? He plays 2 Miguels? That's what I was getting at. When you said Miguel, I'm like, wait, he's on Cobra Kai and called Miguel?
No, wait, is that his name, Miguel? Because now I think
I think his name is Miguel.
I know his name is Jaimez. That's his last name.
No, Jaime
Reyes.
Yeah.
Jaime
So
Reyes.
he's not Miguel. We
He's
just
not
passed.
Miguel. Like, he's just passed. No,
It
but
was me.
that's
It
a-
was me.
But it's crazy though, because my son was playing, like, so I was hyped. Like, I'm OD hyped. Like, I thought, bro, respectfully, I could be a biased nigga when it come to DC. Like, I thought I was gonna like this movie no matter what. Like,
Yeah.
you feel me? Like, I thought, like, nah, this is gonna be another Batman versus Superman. I'm gonna have to watch this movie 2 to 3 times to come to reality. But no, watching it the first time, like, it was very underwhelming.
It's about that time. Assemble and talk. No cap. It's a civil war. You thinking you worthy? You feeling like door. Smash that like button like Hawk. Yeah.